Good Friday evening and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Before we get to tonight's top stories, let's take a look outside our weather window, and for the second straight day, sunshine, but we did have a little bit of a cloud bank. This up towards McNeil Canyon, and that's from our McNeil Canyon Sky-Fi tower camera. Great shot of that cloud deck just below the blue skies that most of us saw today, and I hope you enjoyed that because tomorrow a bit of a weather change coming our way. We will see some snow showers. I don't think we're going to see a lot of snow here in the Wenatchee area, although I do think we will see some. The real driving difficulties will be in Stevens, Snoqualmie, and over into Lookout Pass, also Blewett Pass. You could see about 2 to 4 inches of snow as well, so just be ready for some winter driving if you are headed over the passes this weekend. We'll have your complete north central Washington weather forecast coming up a little bit later on. And now a few of the stories we're following for you tonight. A bill is on the move to reduce the required blood alcohol level to prove drunken driving in Washington. And Chelan County saw an estimated 20 deaths last year attributed to fentanyl overdose. But first, our top story tonight, a Leavenworth area man must serve 5 years in prison for sexually motivated assault against a female houseguest. 50-year-old Cameron S. Ownby was convicted at trial last year of attacking the victim while she slept at his home on Chumstick Highway in March of 2020. Jurors convicted Ownby of second-degree assault and 2 associated charges, which were later vacated before sentencing. On Thursday, Judge Travis Brandt assigned a 5-year term in line with recommendations from the State Department of Corrections. Ownby has been held in the Chelan County Jail since his conviction last summer. Well, a bill is on the move to reduce the required blood alcohol level to prove drunken driving in Washington. The proposal to set a 0.05% level passed the state Senate's Law and Justice Committee yesterday. A proposal from Senator Mike Padden to instead lower the limit just 2 points to 0.06% failed to advance.
And the reason I'm suggesting we go to 06 rather than 05, I think it will still accomplish what was testified to as the main purpose, and that is self-regulation by folks. But when we do it per se, I think there's a real danger you could have somebody that's not impaired actually be convicted. And I'm not, I'm very oriented towards public safety and everything else, but I do think there's certain standards. I don't think we want to convict people that are not impaired.
The bill now heads to the Senate Transportation Committee, where 12th District Senator Brad Hawkins holds a seat. Hawkins told NCWLIFE today, quote, "Generally speaking, without yet having the opportunity to hear testimony on the bill, I support the concept. To think that a person is not impaired or totally safe driving with an alcohol concentration of slightly below 0.08 is unrealistic." Chelan County saw an estimated 20 deaths last year attributed to fentanyl overdose. But Chelan County Coroner Wayne Harris says that drug isn't always easy to identify during a death investigation. In the 2023 county budget, commissioners granted Harris authority to purchase a tissue analyzer from the medical firm Randox. On the county government's weekly podcast, Harris said waiting for lab results to confirm a drug overdose can take 6 to 8 weeks.
So this machine will help us get a test from the blood, a blood drop in about 30 minutes, and then we can release the body to the funeral home and not have to hold the things up for the family. Hopefully that purchase will happen in the next couple of weeks.
When we come back, Grant County officials are trying to keep residents informed as they plan for a new jail facility. Wenatchee Valley College and Community Advancement of Family Education, or CAFE, are partnering up. We'll tell you about that. Chelan County Commissioner Tiffany Gehring will host a community meeting next Thursday in Chelan. And print and digital materials were circulated 1.2 million times by North Central Washington libraries in 2022. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
Introducing Alpine Airman. Because every home needs a superhero to eliminate poor indoor air quality, send inefficient operating equipment packing, and cut high energy bills down to size. For heating or cooling and equipment replacement, turn to the experts and the superheroes at Carrier and Alpine Air. We offer the best deals on high-efficiency Carrier products, along with friendly, knowledgeable service and incredible savings to fit your budget.
Hello, television family. Grab your cup of coffee each weekday morning and join me. I'm Dan Kuntz, the host of Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. It's Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. It's everything you need to start your day. We're live and we're local at 7 a.m. every weekday on the NCWLIFE channel.
Connect with us on Networked as we introduce you to the people and organizations who are leading innovation in the region. Get inspired, engaged, and networked right here on the NCWLIFE channel.
Welcome back. In another news, Grant County officials are trying to keep residents informed as they plan for a new jail facility. The 550-bed jail center at the former Ephrata Raceway Park would replace the current facility adjacent to the Grant County Courthouse. The county's Central Services Director, Tom Gaines, has been blogging the process of jail planning on the county's website, although he says groundbreaking is still a ways off. Lydig Construction of Spokane is the lead contractor on the project. A total cost isn't certain, but county commissioners have approved up to $90 million in bond financing after voters said yes to a sales tax increase to fund that project. Wenatchee Valley College and Community Advancement of Family Education, or CAFE, are partnering up. CAFE, a nonprofit that specializes in educational outreach to underrepresented groups, will help provide community-based outreach and support to community members considering attending college. First up for CAFE will be hosting financial aid workshops for FAFSA and WAFSA completion. The first workshop will be held tomorrow, January 21st, and again on Saturday, January 28th. It's from 1 to 4 p.m. at their office at 766 Mission Street in Wenatchee. They will also be available by appointment Monday through Friday between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. Chelan County Commissioner Tiffany Gehring will host a community meeting next Thursday, January 26th in Chelan. 3 times a year, Gehring meets with residents of District 3 to discuss updates on county projects and issues. She'll be joined by Sheriff Mike Morrison, Chelan County Regional Justice Center Director Chris Sharp, and Behavioral Health Unit Manager Anna Johnson. The officials will give updates on their departments and answer questions from the public. The event will be held from 5 to 7 p.m. in the Chelan Fire and Rescue Community Room that's located at 232 East Wapato Avenue. Well, print and digital materials were circulated 1.2 million times by North Central Washington libraries in 2022. The top fiction checkout for the year was Where the Crawdads Sing by Delia Owens, and Atomic Habits by James Clear. They took the top nonfiction spot. Dune ended the year as the most popular DVD. In total, there were 26,827 attendees at library programs held by North Central Washington Libraries, which serves 5 counties. Overall, North Central Washington Libraries offers 30 library locations, 2 community bookmobiles, and their mail order library. You're watching the NCW Life Evening News. Coming up next, tonight's featured story and your complete local weather forecast. That and much more still to come on the NCW Life Evening News. Please stay with us.
Join NCW Life Channel for live coverage of the Apple Blossom Royalty Selection Pageant presented by Cashmere Valley Bank on Saturday, February 11th. The countdown to coronation at 6 and the pageant at 7 o'clock. Coverage is brought to you by Coldwell Banker Cascade, Confluence Health, Harvest Valley Pest Control, and the Wenatchee Valley Dispute Resolution Center. Join us for the Apple Blossom Festival Royalty Selection Pageant on the NCW Life Channel.
At Local Myth Pizza, we believe in real food, freshly prepared with only premium ingredients. Our cheeses are imported from Italy. Our sauces, dressings, and even our sausages are made in-house fresh daily. Featuring Northwest craft beers and 30 Chelan Valley wines and ciders. Family fun and amazing food. Eat local, drink local, and be local at Local Myth Pizza.
Come see why Sunset Magazine says you can't beat Local Myth Pizza.
Welcome back to the NCW Life Evening News. In tonight's features story, if the bill that we told you about earlier to lower the legal intoxication limit for drunk driving makes it out of the legislature, Governor Jay Inslee is likely to sign it. In a press briefing yesterday, Inslee signals his approval of a proposed .05 blood alcohol limit for DUI enforcement, even though lobbyists with the bar and restaurant industries say their increased liability could lead to job losses and closures.
We lose hundreds of people to impaired drivers. Innocent. At least half of these people are totally innocent. They're not very good customers when you've lost your life. And we ought to be thinking of those customers primarily when we think about this issue. We cannot allow that to continue. I am convinced, and this is something I've been working on since I cut my teeth as a prosecutor over in SELA. And we tried to clean up SELA that used to see impaired driving was recreational pursuit. Then we learned how deadly it is. So this has been a long time effort on my behalf. And I'm convinced that this change will encourage people to moderate their drinking and driving. I think it will send a message to people to moderate some of their drinking and driving behavior. So I'm convinced it will save lives over the long term. They've had good success with it in Utah, as you know, and we ought not to be afraid to save lives in this state. And I just don't believe that you can say those hundreds of lives just don't count enough compared to some of the profits that some business might have. You got to value what's valuable in life. And I just have a hard time having somebody come up to a bar and say, my sister just got killed because of a drunk driver, and have the barkeep saying, well, that's okay, I got to make a buck. That's just not acceptable. So we got to value life in our state.
Time now for a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Hope your Friday was a great one. It's always nice when we can end the work week with some sunshine, and we did see that across the Wenatchee Valley today. Gorgeous picture from our Sky-Fi tower camera up on Wenatchee Heights. We call it our cross camera, and a beautiful shot of Wenatchee and of course East Wenatchee. We did see a few more high clouds today than yesterday, and a little bit cooler air funneled in today as well, and that kept our temperature down. We got up to 41 yesterday. 32 is where we topped off today. That's a couple of degrees below where we should be at 34 degrees. Our record high, beautiful 52, and that was set back in 1967. This morning, the first day in a long time that we've dipped down into the teens for overnight lows. 19 this morning, 24 is normal, and our record low set back in 1962. It was 2 degrees below zero. Sunrise 7:40 this morning, and the sun set this afternoon at 4:44. Kind of nice leaving the office now at 5 o'clock and still having it a little bit light out there. We do have a weak storm system that'll begin moving through early morning hours into Saturday and move across the state as we make our way through Saturday. As you can notice, a lot of our viewing area locations Not a lot of accumulation expected out of this. Most of the heavier stuff will be over in Snoqualmie, up into Stevens Pass. Also Blewett Pass could see some snow, but that's about it. So if you are traveling over mountain passes this weekend, expect winter travel as you do so. Let's take a look now what we can expect as we get you into Saturday. Temperature-wise, as I mentioned, the storm will move through, and that'll keep our temperatures down somewhat. 33 for Moses Lake and Ephrata, 32 in Quincy tomorrow. Wenatchee, 31, so a lot like today's temperatures. 30s from Eniat all the way into Omak. Also 30 degrees tomorrow for Kashmir and for you folks in Leavenworth. Tonight, we can expect areas of fog to develop. Still high pressure over the Great Basin and one off the California coast, making a nice ridge, building a ridge up and over the Pacific Northwest. Lows tonight in the low 20s, so we'll get a little chilly once again. And then here's our storm system, a great shot of a trough of low pressure. It will move through, and yeah, snowfall for us. Rain and snow mix likely for Saturday. High temperatures on the cool side, only around that 30-degree mark. As we get you into the end of the weekend on Sunday, things get a lot nicer. The ridge intensifies. We will see mostly sunny skies, highs in the mid to upper 30s. Get outside and do some outdoor activity on Sunday. It looks great. A few more clouds as high pressure continues to build. We'll see cool temperatures on Monday. Look at all of the blue. That is cold weather, and the entire country will see that, except us right here for Tuesday. We're going to stay in the mid-30s. We will see mostly cloudy skies. We'll call it seasonal temperatures. Getting you into midweek Wednesday, boy, that high, it really intensifies. That'll bring us partly cloudy skies and fairly mild temperatures for this time of year. Once again, highs in the mid to upper 30s. And getting you into the end of the forecast, I'll tell you what, not much is going to change. A very quiet weather forecast. A few clouds will ride up and over the ridge and into Washington State. So we'll call it mostly cloudy skies. We might see some breezy conditions at times on Thursday. High temperatures consistent once again into the mid-30s. Let's take a look now at your 7-day forecast brought to you tonight by Apple Valley Honda. And overnight lows tonight, once again, not quite in the teens, but plenty cool. 23 overnight tonight. Remember, it's going to be kind of a messy one tomorrow. A rain-snow mix, high temperature of 31 expected. A nice end to our weekend, though. We might even climb a little higher than 36 on Sunday, mostly sunny. And then back to the clouds on Monday and Tuesday, mostly cloudy both days, low to mid-30s for high temperatures. As we get into Wednesday, we'll see partly cloudy skies. That'll be a nice day, 37 for our high, and then maybe some breezy conditions along with mostly cloudy skies on Thursday. Afternoon highs then 36 degrees. And that's a look at your local weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
NCWLIFE Channel is your home for local sports with the Wenatchee Panthers and East Mont Wildcats right here. Coverage brought to you by Abby's Pizza, Biosports Physical Therapy, Clean Connection, Coldwell Banker Cascade, Confluence Health, Dick's Heating and Air Conditioning, Global Car Care, Harvest Valley Pest Control, Highlander Golf Course and Grill, Kennedy Real Estate Group, Les Schwab, Sangster Motors, Save Mart, and Together for You. Follow all the action right here on the NCWLIFE Channel.
sports update on the NCWLIFE channel.
And a happy Finally Friday. The nation's longest home winning streak is over at 75. Unranked Loyola Marymount knocked off 6th-ranked Gonzaga in Spokane last night, 68-67 to end the Bulldogs' incredible streak at the Kennel.
Down to 10 on the shot clock. Shelton. He's going to shoot it. 5. He'll drive on Timmy. Got in. Off the glass, and it goes. Nolan Hickman with the basketball. Shelton there defensively. Timmy out to set the screen. Big screen. Drew Timmy down the lane. Shot up. Blocked by Graham. He's got it. They run it down in the corner. Strother's 3 is short. And LMU's come on the road.
How about that? Other men's college basketball last night. Utah knocked off WSU 77-63. Washington edged Colorado. Eastern Washington claimed an 83-75 win over Northern Colorado. On the men's schedule for tomorrow, Eastern is at Northern Arizona. Washington faces Utah in Pac-12 network play. Gonzaga visits Pacific at 7. Washington State visits Colorado Sunday at 3 o'clock on ESPNU. Women's college basketball yesterday, it was Gonzaga holding on to beat Pacific 81-78. Eastern Washington had a big fourth quarter beat Colorado. Haley Van Lith, 24 points to lead Louisville over Boston College, 73-65. Busy weekend of women's college basketball tonight at 7. 9th-ranked UCLA at Washington. USC visits Pullman. Tomorrow, Gonzaga is at St. Mary's, followed by Eastern Washington at Northern Arizona. The weekend wraps up Sunday. Washington hosts the Trojans at noon, while the Cougars take on the Bruins. Seattle Kraken got back on the winning track last night with a 4-3 overtime win over New Jersey. Ryan Donato got the first of his 2 goals in the first period, but Seattle out in front on home ice.
Indirectly out to center, let go by Wenberg for Donato. A shot, he scores! Oh, a laser beam from Ryan Donato. 7:33 left in the first period. The Kraken off and running. Cale Fleury shoved off and cleaned up by Beniers. A chance. Jones says no. Nathan Bastian.
What a save. Big time save there.
But those chances do arise. Hey, 2-on-1. Donato with McCann. A shot. He scores! Have a night. Ryan Donato. 15:08 left in the second period. 2-0. Center, Jack Hughes. He'll stick handle by Dunn. Move in, throw Snow, Tatar, right in, kicked out twice by Jones. He got the follow-up and a penalty. Brendan Smith greeted there in front of JT by Beniers, and now
got to get some tired guys out here right now for the Kraken.
Severson scores! Damon Severson. Burakovsky to the boards with it, double teamed by Dawson Mercer. He'll lay it along, short-handed. Here comes Eric Hulla right in. He scores! Dunn hesitates, rims it. This way, Graves had it, lost the board. Donato in front, they score! That's hockey, baby! Brandon Tanev gets the cash. With a $1:18 on the clock, he'll take it in for a shot, stopped by Jones. They score! Nico Hischier picks up the loose puck and goes to the roof, and we're tied. He'll accelerate and take it back. Wind it in front, what a stop! Jones, Hischier on the doorstep. Burakovsky with a shot, he scores! Hey, hey, what do you say? Andre Burakovsky, and the Kraken win in overtime.
Seattle's back at it tomorrow night at 7 o'clock against the Colorado Avalanche. That's on Root Sports Northwest. Well, there was high drama on the wrestling mats at Wenatchee High School last night as the Panthers entertained Sunnyside for the league championship. The night would come down to the final match after a back-and-forth seesaw battle that had Wenatchee surprise the home crowd with a win in the first match. I was joined by my dad, Dave, for the call here on the NCWLIFE channel.
Looking for that cradle now.
Under a minute to go. He's got it. But look out! Look out! He might get the reverse and the pin is up. He does! Oh my gosh! Ryder Whitley with the upset at 106 pounds. He looks incredulously over at his bench. Oh my gosh! As he didn't get the head, Ruiz gave him the body. And now reverse it. Trent Miller looking for some team points here. Gotta watch his balance. And he gets the pin. Let's see what they try to do this time. Campbell's been looking for the throws. Gutzweiler just hasn't had the counter to it at this point.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
Gutzweiler trying for the single leg, trying for the fireman, tucks it to the back. Campbell
post is pinned. He's pulling on that arm, got him to turn around. Now just strength by Burdan. Oh my gosh, and a pin. Here we go. Flugie steamrolls into Graziano. Flugie looking for the throw. And he's got it. And he's got it. And he's got it. Looking for the pin here to tie this match. And he gets it. Seconds into the first round, Jack Flugie wins by pin and ties the match at 35. The league championship comes down to super heavyweight between junior Mateo Armendariz and senior Vincent Goforth.
The big boys would rather throw than get underneath the other guy.
Yep. Oh, and here's a takedown by Armendariz. Their wrestlers are out of bounds and the headgear's off. Armendariz looking for the tip here. And this could be the league championship for Sunnyside. He's got him cradled up, but Goforth gets out. Looked like he was going to get pinned, and now the bull rush. And he takes him down and takes him right to his back with 7 seconds to go here in the round. Can Goforth stay alive? 2 seconds, 1 second, and the buzzer sounds. Armendariz lost him. But then takes him back down. Look out. Took him right to his back. Vincent on his back. Armendariz trying to keep him in bounds. A lot of time left in the round. Goforth. Can he stay alive? No. A pin for Armendariz and a league title once again for the Sunnyside Grizzlies.
What a match last night. Also, other action. Eastmont fell on the road to Eisenhower, 52-12. Moses Lake won at Davis, 42-33. Omak won both its matches in a double duel at Quincy, beating the Jackrabbits 48-24. Chelan 66-4. Kashmir swept both its matches against Chelan 42-9 and Quincy 38-36. Wenatchee picked up another girls bowling win yesterday against Sela. Panthers took both games and won one of the two Bakers. High bowlers for Wenatchee, Sophia Johnson with a 188. Charlene Campbell with a 177. Basketball, there was a bunch of it. Now, let me just get to this. We have basketball tonight here on the NCWLIFE channel. West Valley at Wenatchee. Girls first, live at 5:45. The boys at 7:30. And then tomorrow, Moses Lake at Wenatchee. We'll have that live at 4:45 for the girls and 6:30 for the boys. If you want more sports, head to our website at ncwlife.com. Have a great weekend. We'll see you for basketball. Grant, back to you.
Thank you, Eric. We'll see you there. And now let's check in with Dan Kuntz for a look at what's coming up Monday morning on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Dan?
Thanks, Grant. I hope everybody has a good and safe weekend and get your week going next Monday with me. In Wake Up Wenatchee Valley, we'll have your complete weather forecast for the entire work week. We'll have whatever made news over the weekend. We'll have that for you, too, in one tidy little package. Sports, everything you need to start your day. It is live, it is local, it is free of charge. Maybe we should start charging. It would justify my ginormous raise. Join me for Monday's edition of Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Go Bills. Grant, back to you.
Go Bills. You got that, Dan. You got it right, Dan, I should say, and thank you. And that'll do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around North Central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at ncwlife.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-6295. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks so much for being with us and have a great weekend. News, weather, and sports. It's all here weekdays at 5, 6, and 10 on your local news source, the NCWLIFE channel.